Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, my friends. I got some good news for you today. It looks like we have another Persona fighting game on the way. Nothing officially confirmed just yet. This is in the realm of leaks, but we got it from a pretty reliable leaker. So our leaker, I'll just refer to as MBK, and I'll post the original tweet in the video description as well. MBK states that there is indeed another Persona fighting game along the way. Now, before we get any further, who is this person? Why should we believe them? Well, they are an accredited Atlas leaker, and in fact are the specific people who correctly leaked the existence of the Persona 3 remake, and this is before Atlas themselves accidentally leaked it. So that, among other things, specifically within the Atlas wheelhouse, and their record is, as far as I've researched, mostly impeccable, so I got no choice but to believe them myself. So let's go over the chain of tweets talking about this Persona fighting game. So first, originally, when talking about the Persona 3 remake, stating there are 4 Persona games in a form of development right now, but all efforts are on 6, as in Persona 6, because of course Persona 6 is coming. Going on to state that the 4 in development are Persona 6, the other 2 are P5X and Persona Asa. There was a fighting game in development too for a long time. And just to quickly bring it up, then what about that Persona 5 Tactics game, right? Well, I'm assuming by the language they use in development, I think that the Persona 5 Tactics game is just done as it comes out in a few months. P5X is Persona 5 The Phantom X, which is like an official side spin-off game of Persona 5. Persona Asa is apparently just like an all-star game in a way, like it features all the characters from Persona 1 through 5, not much more detailed than that. And the fighting game. So the fighting game is stated here, it was in and out of development for a long time because the partner developer was very busy with other things. Atlas was too. So if we had a partner developer, and let's say Arc System Works worked on it again, being busy, definitely fits the bill. Dragon Ball Fighters, Guilty Gear Strive, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, DNF Duel, there's a lot of games in a fairly short time frame. And speaking of that time frame, so they apologize for their poor English, making it sound like perhaps the game was canceled, but no, it's still very much in development. But it's been in development since 2015. So I think that one qualifies for the old term of development hell. Mentioning that the game might not resemble the original concept, and there was a time where people were worried about the state of the game. So obviously, Persona 4 Arena is a 2D sprite-based game. Assuming that Arc System Works is indeed behind the new Persona fighter, because it does sound like them, it does. Then would it be on, the Strive engine, that 2D, 3D style look? I think that's probably a safer bet. But being in development hell for a while, in 2018 was Dragon Ball Fighters, and then moving on to Strive and all that kind of stuff. Maybe they didn't just quite have the manpower to get it done, which is why it never came out in whatever original form they hoped to have it in. Who knows? I can only speculate. But would it be Persona 5 Arena? Honestly, at this point, Persona 5's, it's kind of old, right? Like, I would rather see a game that had the Persona 3 and 4 characters on top of the Persona 5 characters, rather than just perhaps, a specific Persona 5 game. Doubly so because, as the leaker says, the Persona 6 will be out next year. So we're much closer to Persona 6 than we are to the launch of Persona 5, to say the least. Heck, maybe even this upcoming fighting game can have some Persona 6 branding and some Persona 6 characters. Like, that's probably a smart bet, right? Persona 6 will be the new hotness when it comes out. Everyone will say it's the best RPG ever made when it comes out, just like they did with Persona 5, even though everyone knows Persona 4 is better. Everyone with class, that is. But I don't know, I'm getting too much into the speculation weed at this point, because I don't know. Only the leaker person knows, and all they're giving us is, even though it's been in development, in and out of development anyways, for a very long time, there is indeed a new Persona fighting game in current and active development right now. So make of it as you will. If you want to see the original tweets, once again, I will post that in the video description for you. And otherwise, it's time to just get crazy, start busting out those wish lists, start theory crafting what the roster could be, what the gameplay could be, and all that kind of stuff. Because a new fighting game is always welcome by me, and especially if it has the Persona branding. That all said, though, that is the news as it stands, and, well, that is the end of the video. So thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well, and go out and play some fighting games.
Love me. make it